Deputy Speaker, my adjournment matter is for the Minister for Police, Community Safety and Victims. The action I seek is for the Minister to provide my community with an update on the investments, initiatives and reforms the Victorian Labor government's progressing to help prevent crime and make the suburbs of Pascoe Vale, Coburg and Brunswick West safer for all. Deputy Speaker, everyone deserves and has the right to feel and be safe in their homes, neighbourhoods, workplaces and communities. And that's why, as a Victorian Labor government, we've continued to take that meaningful and tough action on crime and tough action on the root causes of crime, including via the appointment of Mike Bush as the new Victoria Police Commissioner, stronger bail laws to crack down on violent, dangerous and serious repeat offending, implemented serious consequences and time for violent crime, life sentences for youth gang recruiters, introduced the nation's first ban on machetes and other measures to take dangerous weapons off our streets, tougher laws to crack down on organised crime, illicit tobacco, posting and boasting, protecting retail staff and more flexible deployment of PSOs through transport and shopping precincts. We've established a new violence reduction unit, youth crime early intervention programs, including community safety and social workers in schools programs, stronger anti-vilification laws to crack down on hate speech and new family violence prevention laws to protect women and children, ongoing action on root causes of crime via housing, education, health, wellbeing, mental health, youth engagement, cost of living and much more. We've delivered dedicated local crime prevention initiatives, including 179 extra police officers locally since 2015 and 21 additional family violence specialists of police, and we've launched dedicated local operations, Operation Priority and Operation Bluestone, to target crime and community safety in Central Coburg, Pentridge, Newlands and North Coburg. We've got the new Activity Centre plan, which is all about revitalising Central Coburg and Victoria Street Mall, including a $153,000 recent investment to refurbish and improve safety, ambience and amenity at Victoria Street Mall. And these real measures and real actions are having a difference. They're making a difference. As of 2025 December, we've continued to drive down crime and offence rates across our community. A 5.2% decrease in offence rate overall compared to the previous 12 months. 4.1% decrease in the number of offences. 9.9% decrease in crimes against the person. 8.1% decrease in assault and related offences. 11.5% decrease in stalking, harassment, threatening behaviours. 10.2% decrease in sexual offences. 4.1% decrease in property deception offences, 18.5% decrease in property damage, 17.1% decrease in burglaries and break-ins, 9% decrease in drug offences, 17.6% decrease in public order and security offences, 17.8% decrease in weapons and explosive offences, 23% decrease in public nuisance offences and 12.5% decrease in disorderly and offensive conduct. But of course, Deputy Speaker, notwithstanding this progress, there is more to do. That's why I was pleased to have hosted a community safety roundtable with the Premier in North Coburg on the 11th of February, where we heard from a range of locals around the impact of crime on them and their neighbours and community. We heard from Sophie and Amelia from the Coburg Greek Church, Sarah Murdoch of Pharmacy 777, local young mum Lyell, Rania and Casper from the Coburg Traders Association, local dad Alex, Geraldine from the Pentridge Precinct, long-time local Paul Gavin, Anna Maria about her elderly mother in Pascoe Vale South, long-time resident Francine, local principal Maria, Vince on the place-based approach we're adopting in Coburg, Anna about women's safety and so many others. Speaker, my constituency questions for the Minister for Police, Community Safety and Victims. How is the Victorian Labor government working to make the suburbs of Pascoe Vale, Coburg and Brunswick West safer? Speaker, further to my adjournment last night, I was pleased to have hosted a community safety roundtable with the Premier recently in North Coburg on the 11th of February, where we heard from a range of locals that have been impacted by crime. Local dad of 3, Andy, described his family's sense of safety in Coburg, opportunities around prevention. Ahmed Hassan talked about the work of youth, activating youth to prevent crime. Marwan Al Houli outlined the benefits of the future $22 million Basher Houli Foundation in Central Coburg for young people. The magnificent Tina Papa from Shirley Robertson Children's Centre spoke on local antisocial behaviour and road safety impacts on local families. Speaker, I thank all the locals who took the time to participate and thank the Premier for attending and listening to the views, concerns and productive suggestions, which we'll continue to consider through the Violence Reduction Unit. But it's also why I commend Victoria Police Marybeck Area Inspector Tim Jacobs, who's convening a local neighbourhood policing forum to talk about young people, family violence, road policing, drugs. It's happening on the 23rd of April at the Coburg Town Hall, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I encourage all residents to come along and have a say.
Member for Mildura.
Thank you, Speaker. My question today is to the Premier and comes from Taryn Hunt, Managing Director at McGlynn Hunt Funerals. Question is, will the Labor government recognise funeral services